OpenAI says its new AI employee already resolves 75% of inbound support issues without a human. Meanwhile, YouTube is full of people promising that you can clone an AI employee once, sell it to every local business for $299 a month, and collect recurring revenue while you sleep. Those two claims sound like the same opportunity. They are not. In the next 12 minutes, I'm going to show you what OpenAI Presence actually does, why the viral AI agency model is much harder than the thumbnail, and the one version of this business that I think can still make money. By the end, you will have a practical 3-part test for deciding whether an AI agent is a real business service or just an impressive demo. And to be clear, this is not an attack on AI agencies. It is a reality check. Because OpenAI may not have killed the $299 AI employee, but it just revealed everything that the cheap version leaves out. On July 22nd, OpenAI announced Presence, a platform for enterprise voice and chat agents. AI employee is not the official name, but that is effectively the promise. Software that can handle a specific job across a conversation and the systems behind it. The important word is specific. Presence is not a magical digital person who can run an entire company. One deployment might handle a billing question, another might guide an insurance claim, another could resolve an internal IT request. The company decides what the agent is allowed to know, which systems it may touch, what actions require approval, and when a human must take over. That sounds less exciting than clone an employee in 10 minutes. It is also much closer to how useful automation works. OpenAI says its phone support deployment resolves 75% of inbound issues without human assistance. During one 10-day improvement period, the company says human handoffs fell by 15 percentage points. Those are OpenAI's figures, not an independent audit. The company also names BBVA, SoftBank, and IAG as early users. There is one detail that most of the excited posts skip. Presence is in limited general availability for eligible enterprise customers. It is managed with OpenAI field engineers and selected integration partners. There is no public self-service button and no simple $299 list price. That distinction is the whole story. OpenAI is not selling a clever chatbot. It is selling the operation around the agent. So why are AI employee videos suddenly everywhere? Because the offer is perfectly designed for the current mood. Small businesses are tired of missed calls, slow follow-up, and software nobody uses. At the same time, people worried about replacement are searching for a way to stand on the winning side of AI. Now, combine those fears with a seductive business model. Build one automation, clone it for 10 clients, charge monthly, and create recurring income without hiring a team. Of course people click. The demand is real. Recent videos promising local business AI for roughly $300 a month have dramatically outperformed their channel's normal view counts. The claims differ, but the emotional engine is the same. One person, one system, many monthly payments. I understand the appeal. Productized AI services will become a real category, but the easiest part looks best on camera. In an afternoon, you can make a phone ring, generate a friendly answer, write to a calendar, and show a green check mark. The question is not whether the demo works once. The question is what happens on Tuesday morning when a real customer says the wrong thing. The calendar is full. The price list changed. The CRM has duplicate records. And the owner forgot to tell you that the business closes early. This is where Presence exposes the hidden stack. First, the agent needs a narrow job. Help the business is not a job. Recover missed calls and book qualified appointments for one location is a job. The more vague the promise, the more ways the agent can fail. Second, it needs the right data. Current prices, hours, refund rules, customer status, appointments, and the exceptions the owner carries in their head. If the source data is wrong, a confident answer is worse than no answer. Third, it needs permissions. Can the agent cancel a booking, issue a refund, change an address? See payment information? A useful agent must take action, but every action creates risk. The safest system is not the one that can do everything. It is the one that knows exactly where its authority ends. Fourth, it needs evaluation. OpenAI describes simulations, graders, guardrails, and regression tests. In plain English, attack it with normal questions, strange questions, angry customers, incomplete information, and attempts to push it outside the rules. Repeat the tests after every meaningful change. Fifth, it needs monitoring. A green automation diagram is not monitoring. Someone must see failures, handoffs, costs, and whether the promised business result is improving. And sixth, it needs a human exit, a real route to a real person, carrying the conversation context before frustration becomes a one-star review. This is why OpenAI talks about ongoing improvement after launch. The agent is not a file you install and forget. It is an operation. Comments under AI agency videos and discussions from business owners reveal the same tension. People do not mainly ask, which model should I use? They ask, how do I get clients? Who fixes the integration? What are the hidden costs? And most importantly, can you show me one complete example that works outside a demo? Business owners do not want another dashboard or a generic bot that misunderstands customers. They want fewer missed opportunities, less administration, and a service that does not embarrass them. That gap explains why the market can look saturated online while real adoption remains low. Thousands can sell AI automation, but few can connect it to a messy business and remain responsible after the sale. There is a lesson here that applies far beyond agencies. Customers do not buy artificial intelligence. They buy a reduction in uncertainty. If the owner still has to watch every reply, correct the database, check every appointment, and call you whenever a tool changes, you did not sell an employee. You sold a new management task. Trust will be the competitive advantage. The winner may simply answer the phone, document limits, fix failures quickly, and report a result the owner understands. Now let us talk about the $299 price. It can work, but only if the service is extremely focused and the economics are honest. Imagine onboarding takes 5 hours across discovery, data cleanup, integration, testing, and training. At $50 an hour, that is $250 before software or support. It is only an example, but a low monthly fee does not remove implementation work. At $300 a month, the offer needs a setup fee, repeatable installation, low support, or enough retention to recover the first month loss, usually more than one. The dangerous version is a broad promise sold cheaply. I will give your business an AI employee. Every client imagines a different employee. Every exception becomes custom work. You collect a small subscription and inherit an unlimited obligation. The stronger version is narrow. We respond to missed calls within 60 seconds, qualify the lead, and create an appointment or clean handoff in your existing system. The scope is visible, the value measurable, the failures reviewable, and the playbook reusable. Presence does not prove small providers cannot compete. It proves reliability as part of the product. A local specialist may understand a dental practice or home services company better than a giant platform, but specialization must include the boring details. Here is the 3-part test I promised at the beginning. Test 1. Is the outcome painful and measurable? Start with a number the owner already cares about. Missed calls recovered, qualified appointments booked, quote, requests answered, or reviews requested. If the result cannot be measured, the service will be the first expense questioned when novelty fades. Test 2. Does the workflow close the loop? A chat window is not a business system. The agent needs accurate inputs, a bounded action in the company's existing system, and a record, a human can verify. If staff must copy every result, the loop is still open. Test 3. Does it fail safely? Write down what the agent cannot do. Define which customer states, dollar amounts, or confidence levels trigger a human. Test ugly cases. Then monitor handoffs as seriously as successes. If an offer passes all 3 tests, it may deserve recurring revenue. If it fails one, the monthly fee is built on hope. My own view is that the best opportunity is not to sell a fictional digital worker. It is to become the operator of one reliable outcome. The software will get cheaper. Models will improve. Big platforms will absorb more features. But someone still has to translate a messy business into rules, data, tests, and accountability. That work is less glamorous than cloning a bot. It is also much harder to replace. So, did OpenAI just kill the $299 AI employee hustle? No. It killed the excuse for selling a chatbot as a finished employee. Presence shows where serious agents are going. Narrow responsibilities, controlled access, simulation, evaluation, monitoring, human escalation, and constant improvement. Enterprise customers will pay for that complete system. Small businesses need the same logic at a smaller scale. If you are building an AI service, stop asking how many features you can demonstrate. Ask what one result you can own. If you're buying one, stop asking whether the agent sounds human. Ask what it is allowed to do, how it is tested, what happens when it is wrong, and who remains accountable. That is the uncomfortable truth behind the viral opportunity. The product is not the bot. The product is trust. Machine and Margin looks past the launch day headline to find the business model, the cost, and the risk underneath it. If that is the kind of AI coverage you want, subscribe. And tell me in the comments, would you trust an AI agent to speak directly to your customers? Or is that one job you would keep human?